5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Aha!
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're good. I thought you were pranking me for a minute, joining one of them and then leaving it as soon as I joined one of them. Yeah, I think you did. You would think it would do that, but they made things definitely more complicated on PS5 than it was on PS4. Okie dokie. Lucky pants, huh? Hmm. Too bad you got no hand cannon on to actually get the. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not that bad. Soon you'll be getting this cloak, and that's all that you're gonna use as long as you get a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say stasis would be good for the ad clear in this area too, especially in the tormentor room for the clock. I think I used that during my clear. That was really nice to have. Yeah. As we learned that you just learned how siphon mods work on Friday. Yep. Alright, well, when you're ready to go in, I will load us in. Okie dokie. Oh, man. I wonder if I can switch between these two. Let's see. They're like the same. They're the same build, just one gives me Syntheseps and one gives me Heart of Inmost Light. So we'll see. I'm probably just gonna stick with Synthos the whole time though.
A long time ago, there were three sisters.
I got light.
A voice in the darkness
Since you're on
put a
stasis,
lie
you get
in their
dark.
hearts, and they've acted on it
Yeah.
since. Just as
Yeah.
you've been lied to.
We'll
Light
confer
and
on
dark,
the final
witness and
room, not the
traveler,
final room, but
always doubled,
the tormentor room
always
when we get there to make
pitted
sure we
against each other in
agree
some
on
grand
what numbers
game.
what and how
Well,
many
I've
of
had
what we're
enough of
doing and
their
all that.
games, haven't you? Let's break their rules together.
You remember symbols from Val? We're doing a lot of symbols from Val. You can run past all these enemies. Where did my jump go, Nate? Yeah. Ooh, Okay, and then we're gonna stand in our light and dark pools again. Yours is gonna be down, not outside the room, but towards the gate. Do you remember that? Like the gated area. I'll show you. You want to go in here. Yeah, you go into that area, and that's your dark pool. It doesn't have to be the same time, but we both have to be on our plates. Alright, I'm on mine. And then now we should be open. Takes a second. And then again, don't gotta kill this stuff, just run past it. And then our first room that we're going to be facing is the one where we each have to take down our enemy to pick up the moat. And then there's certain symbols people can see in the sky that someone needs to hit, and the other person is the one that gets them in the there'll be the buckets that'll show each symbol, and you're telling the other person which symbol to shoot. No, you can change your weapon, you just can't change your subclass. So you can't go between light and dark, yeah. Okay. I'm downstairs, you're upstairs. So we're gonna do that, we're gonna kill, and then... We're just killing for a minute, and then... Honestly, I don't have everything. Oh yeah, that's right. Now we get our guys that we need to shoot, kill. They'll be like light and dark something. And then we get our 2 sets of modes. That's correct. So my first symbol for you to shoot is the Witch Queen symbol. Okay, that you don't want to shoot that one. You're gonna look around the room until you find the ones that I told you. And then we're gonna go back and forth with it. Okay, I'm about to tell you the next one in a second. And then we have darkness. It's like the black sun. Looking thing. You're good, take your time. Yeah, he drops it. You should have motes of light times 2 now. Yeah, darkness. Alright, now we probably will be teleporting to the next area. And then this is the one that I was talking about earlier. So we each go to our areas. I think you go down. Well, you're already down. So you're down there. And then you're going to get an enemy to kill. And then you're going to have up here, there's going to be, as you kill your guys, there's going to be different things that I need to shoot. So like what I just did with you, but now you're doing it with me. Yeah, so what's the love? Okay. Alright, cool. Now we go back and do the next set. You're gonna have to get your stacks back up in order to see everything. I have all 3 stacks now. So you'll have 3 different ones. You'll have 2 other ones for me to shoot once you get your guys back up. You have to kill the guys again. You have to clear all your ads, kill your guy, he'll drop the mo, and then you have to do it 2 more times. Yeah, you lose your stack if you die. Let me know when you're at 3 times. I can't kill your guy, by the way. You're the only one that can do damage to him. So, okay. I want to make sure that part was clear. Stop. Okay. And then we need 1 more from you once you get the other guy dead. Darkness, okay. Just find that one real quick. Alright. Now we're going to switch positions, I believe, and then I'm going to be telling you stuff again. If I remember correctly. Yeah, we're going to move here. And then we need to go up. Found your guy. Mine hasn't shown up for me yet. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. He's hiding from me. Okay, so my first guy. Okay, so Scorn is your first symbol. If you. Yeah, so if you want, for this one, we can wait until we have all our stacks, and then you can go up to that area, that cathedral-looking thing, in the middle, and then you can see everything from up there. Alright, I'm at X2. I'm good. And just once we get all of our stacks. See that right? Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, Scorn's first. I got 1 more guy to kill, and then I'll have your last. There's 4, and then we'll do 1 more. Okay, so my second symbol is the one that looks kind of like 2 umbrellas. One's blue, one's white with the teal background. Yes, I think that's what that one's called. And then love, and then fleet. My game just crashed, apparently. I don't know why I crashed. I shouldn't have, but okay. That's kind of a problem. No, you should be able to. I don't know what happens if that happens, actually. Do you have all? Yeah, you have to have all 5 notes in order to see all your symbols. That's why I was saying go up. Let's just relaunch it. I don't know what'll happen. Unless it gives me a rejoin. If it gives me a rejoin, then we will keep going. Yeah, no, it didn't give me a... It did not give me a rejoin, so we'll just restart. I don't know. Oh no, it lets me. Okay. I thought it was gonna be one of those things. You can't join in progress, so. Well, let's hope it doesn't cheat me out of my loot. You got it? Alright, cool. I'll be in a second. Why, what's the timer? Yeah, it adds more time. It might be a tight run, and we might end up resetting, but... I lost all my energy. Rip. Okay. Jumpy puzzle time. Do you remember how this next part works? It's more of standing in the pools. We need to go to different spots to stand on the plates to open up more of the pathway. And there's a couple points where we cross over to the other side. Whoa. Maybe snipers up there, so just keep that in mind. Ah! It's the dick wall. It's alright, this is a friendly dick wall. It's not as bad as the other one. It's Devil GM this week, and it's Exodus. And it's Warden's Law. What? Yeah, no, that's been the game. Warden's Law? Yeah, that's been the game. Okay, so now we go our separate ways, and then we're gonna cross over for the last one. Yeah, no. Warden's Law originally came out in Forsaken, and was an underutilized weapon. And then it came back in... I can't remember when. Okay, I'm on my plate. Alright, I think now's when we cross over. I think at least, yeah. Alright, and then I'm on mine. And then now we can go up. Ah, how's that? I should have gotten it out. Oh well. Yeah, that guy hurts a little bit. I'm back though. Hey, let's not do any of that. think it's down, right? Yeah, I think it's down. Yeah, it's to here. Alright, we're in Tormentor room. This is the clock. So, essentially, if I remember this correctly, it is, we're trying to, one of us has the it kills the Tormentor, and then gets the buff, and has to shoot the 3 spots on the clock, and, we each see different numbers on the clock of ones that are lit and aren't lit. And then the person that doesn't have the buff will call out the ones they don't have lit, and there should be 3 that are the same. Or it is. Well, let me look at this again before we only have a couple minutes, but there will be 9 darkness pillars, all initially tethered to the pyramid. Eventually, during the encounter, 3 will be untethered. The ones untethered are different for each player, so the mission consists of shooting 3 that are connected for both players. You shoot them, you need the harmonic sundering, which lasts 30 seconds and handed to you by defeating the Tormentor. Once completed, the light dark surge stabilized an obelisk will appear as successfully completed. Pulled off the counter. However, you do need to repeat this process 2 more times. Exact same. Okay. Okay. Do you want to shoot the Tormentor? Or do you want me to shoot the Tormentor? No, I'm gonna call out what I have, and then you're going to hear what I call, and then you're gonna shoot what, no, you shoot 3 of them. So I'm gonna call out the ones that I either have lit or don't have lit. We need to have it back up on screen yet, again, because I can't remember if they're all lit or they're not all lit. Because I'm also partially mixing it up with the final boss room. So let's just get it running real quick, and then we'll see it. There we go. There's that timer boost that I was worried about. So, do we agree that right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, starting right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I start at the very top right, like a clock. Very top right is 1, and then we go all the way around. Where 6 would normally be on a clock is actually 5. Yes? Because there's only 9 of them. Okay. I want to make sure we're on the same page with that, because that bit can be confusing. Alright, Tormentor's out. Do you want to be Tormentor guy? Okay. I just didn't want to get too much damage into it from you. So. And we have to do this 3 times. Yeah, precision damage. Good idea. Forgot to mention that part. Okay. Alright, yeah, that works. Alright. So, what I got that are lit, that are not lit, is 2, 3, 4. So, 2, 3, 4 are not lit. Everything else is lit. Let's see what happens. No. So you need to look at those, and then out of those, there will be 3 of them that are going to match. And those are the ones that you have to shoot. So out of my This is the part that always confuses me a little bit. Gonna be honest. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, I know, each of us have 3. No, there's gonna be 3, so I'm gonna call out the ones that I have lit then, and then there will be 3 of them that are going to be the same that you have lit, that you are going to shoot. I did it backwards. That's on me. Yeah, I'm shooting them. I got you. I can't see his crits very good, but yeah, I gotta clear some mats real quick. Okay, I'll call out what I have as soon as you get that guy. He's so close. Alright. So, the ones that I have lit, once it shows up, put the lights now. Is there anything lit for you on there? I don't think so. Normally there's ads up. You have the buff, right? Yeah. Okay. I guess for some reason it just didn't give it to you, so let's just redo it, I guess. That's nice. Tormentor's back out. Yeah, that's kind of dumb, but it doesn't suspend him. That sucks. Well, I was hoping my prismatic would be different, but no transcendence. Alright. Have the buff? Yeah. Nope. There's it is harmonic sundering. I think there's not one. Yes. I haven't seen it happen until now, but yeah, this happens. So we gotta restart. Yep, sure is. Why do you think I didn't actively try and farm this to get class items? I just went to the Pale Heart instead. Yeah. Alright. Well, I think you're lead, so... Yeah, that sucks. Alright, well, now that I remember how it works... And then, boss room clock is like an actual clock. To where there's the whole 12 areas, and then each of us are gonna have one that's the same one lit, and we have to hit those at the same time, and we have to do that like 3 times to take down one of the boss shields for the final boss room. Alright, well, when you're ready, we can run back in there. switch some stuff up. Alright, well, let's hope that crash doesn't happen again. That was highly irritating. I have my frames capped too, so it shouldn't be crashing anymore. Dual Destiny? No. That's why I wasn't sure if I had to restart
long
or
time
not.
ago, there were three sisters. A voice in the darkness
It almost
put a
only
lie
ever
in their
crashes when
hearts,
I'm in a fire
and
team
they've
with somebody,
acted on
though.
it since.
I've had times where it does it
Just
when I'm
as
solo,
you've
but it
been
almost
lied
always
to.
isn't when I'm in a fire team.
Light and dark, witness and traveler, always doubled, always pitted against each other in some grand game. Well, I've had enough of their games, haven't you? Let's break their rules together.
Why is my... Oh, I didn't switch to a sword, that's why. You know exactly what I was trying to do. Yeah. I would have made it too if I actually had my... If I actually had my sword, I would have made it. It sucks. Yeah. This mission honestly isn't that bad. There's a couple annoying bits, you know. Yeah. 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 I'm on my, wait, when you're ready. My bad. I was just thinking something. Alright. Well, I just watched Vendetta declare the GM with abilities only, like an absolute madman. Apparently the GM boss has like no health, so... First one is Fleet. Shut up, the next guy's spawning in a minute. He's up. Alright. Number 2 is Light. Alright. Give. Alright. That is the one with. Can you. Okay, that's right. Is that the one that also looks like kind of like there's the blood coming from someone's eyes? Okay, we're gonna hope that yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay. It stopped. Okay. Alright. Give me 2 seconds to get some regen. Stop. Where are you at? Because you're out, I can't see it. Okay. So you said give? Sorry. Give, stop, and then there will be one. Form? Okay. And that's like the spawn logo, yeah? Oh! I got bamboozled. No, I went in for a melee and my melee got tagged. First is gonna be Witch Queen symbol. Second is going to be, it's got the white silhouette with the black hole in the middle of the chest. That like, yeah, Greek. I was gonna say worship for a second, but that definitely wasn't it. Okay. Third is, Earth. Got the Earth and the Traveler above it, you know? Okay. I'm just trying to make sure my callouts are clear and not nonsense. First one, which was Queen. Witch Queen, and then we said grief, Earth, and then praise or worship. Got. And then it's got like the orange silhouette with the hands raised, but with like a shadow behind it. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get your last guy. But it's got the orange silhouette with the arms raised with the black silhouette behind it. Then there's like, I think that one's worship, I think. Yes. Yeah, no, it's not worm. It's not worm. Yeah. Yeah. You see what the orange was I was talking about that I was like trying to convey? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I went with some base colors instead of going into shades and all that, you know? You know my brain isn't smart enough for that. Yeah. Yeah. The symbols is part of why I never really liked running Val much, because there was just so many to memorize. And even though I technically don't have to memorize it, I felt the need to memorize it. Yeah. You got into your Red Death Catalyst yet? In the past? To getting the Catalyst or completing the Catalyst? Yeah. I unlocked it, but I still haven't used Red Death since like the first week of the season. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's a cool gun. I used it before Final Shape came out. Cause you gotta, yeah, yeah. It's definitely an interesting concept, but I don't know. There's just other stuff that's better options, you know. Yeah. I still find it wild that Esoteric did this mission solo. He had 2 different instances up and played them both at the same time. I saw a video of this chick that was playing through Elden Ring DLC and beat all the bosses on normal, like with a normal controller, and then also playing with a Dance Dance Revolution pad, and played two different runs at the same time and killed all bosses. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, we're back. I wonder if my crash is what soft blocked us. Yeah. I had speed booster. Speed booster, so I went down too quick. Let me put on linear. Oh, you're getting contacting? Hmm. Might just having some internet issues.